Ladies and gentlemen, dear students, welcome to Computer Basics Series Part 3, Basic Operations and Running Your First Program. In this part of the program, we are going to see how to turn on and off your computer, your desktop, your mouse movement. We are going to look at some basic operations like save, copy and paste, how to delete and restore deleted files. We are going to see how Windows Explorer in some Windows, drives, files, and folders. And we are going to look at your first program, Notepad, working with Notepad and basic operations. Without much ado, let's get on. Let's write on how to turn on your computer. We have to, at least before you must know how to turn on. You must have known how to turn on your computer. So just look for the power button, and you press the power button and you wait. And you are going to be welcomed by your desktop. It will be different from each computer. So your desktop is where you have some of your programs, some of your files, depending on what you do, and some of your folders too. So your recycle bin is there on your desktop. The computer, or what I used to call my computer, now is called this computer. It's on your desktop. So some default programs are there on your desktop, and you can also put it there. You can also put programs there. You can use the shortcut. Create a shortcut on your desktop to put your programs there, and your files too can also go there. Okay, let's talk about the mouse. There are three sections of the mouse. We have the left button, the right button, and the middle button. So when we say click, a click is normally done on the left mouse, and when we have a click is like to select a program or to select an option like a file or a folder. When we double click on it, means we want to open the file or folder or program. And when we use the right mouse is when we want to open a sub menu of different things. And when we use the middle button is when we want to go scroll up or down the page. So mouse movement also have we can move up and down, and we can move left and right. So you have to know how to move the mouse. Now let's talk about the start menu. Okay, let me minimize this one. This is for Windows 10 and this is for probably Windows 7. So this is what we call, if you look at bottom right or bottom left, you have the start. This is the start menu. We click on it. You have your programs here. And if you don't see the program here, we can type it here. For example, you can type Notepad here, and you have to see Notepad. Our Notepad, not Notepad++. So we click here, you have Notepad, open Notepad. So that's it. And the next one is your first program, Notepad. Okay, good. So we say Notepad is a lightweight program used for typing. So how to start the Notepad we have already seen. For example, you go to our start menu, we type Note, and it comes up. We just click here, click on it, and open the Notepad. Okay, let's reduce it for a moment and see what we. So minimize, maximize, and exit. So let's see what is this all about. For example, now this is Notepad. We can maximize it, we can reduce it or minimize. So it comes down to this on your taskbar. So it's to remove it away from the screen. It's called to minimize. Okay, to minimize, you take the program off the screen. That don't stop. But don't stop it. It's running. It's still running. Okay, that's what we do. So now this is the program here. You can click on it to restore it. Okay, minimize, restore. To restore it or to minimize it, click the program's icon on the taskbar at the bottom of the screen. This is the taskbar here. So click the program icon here. Good. To restore it and to minimize. Here is to exit. Here is to maximize or to restore. So if you go to the next one, to maximize, we have seen it already. To restore, to exit the program means to take it away from the screen or to close it. So we can either do this one here, exit here, or we can do it here quickly and surely. So that's it, to take it away from the screen, or we close it, close the program. Okay, So let's talk about the keyboard. Next, let's go back and open the Notepad. Notepad. We have here to click here. So we can click here to restore or not to maximize now to type. Okay, that's it. Let's use the keyboard. Let's use some special keys. We have enter. For example, I can press enter. This is my cursor blinking here. It means if I type this word, this is where the letters will appear. So I can use my tab key to take it to move it forward. I can use my enter key to take it downward. Also, I can start typing. This is my first typing program. Okay, that's it. Press enter to go to the next line. Press space to move forward. This is my first time to type. Good. Press enter. Go to the next line. Good. So we have seen. So to write capital letters, we need to press the shift key and we'll type the letter. This shift key, press the letter. Good. This is, or we just press the caps lock, and just say type. This is capital or upper case letters. Good. So now let's minimize it one more time. Click here to minimize. Now, so we have seen some keys. Shift key. Now the next one is Notepad and has its own cursor. We have seen that already. Saving. Let's save this document. Let's save what we have just typed in. Before saving, let's do some copying and pasting. So if you go here, edit, and we are going to see copy. Okay, you have copied this text in your clipboard. So we press Ctrl 8 and to type these styles, press enter. So we have the backspace is to cancel backward. So the delete key, to use the delete key, for example, if I want to delete, if I type this and make a mistake here, I want to delete this one in front, I use the delete key in front. The space in front, letters, things in front, you use the delete key. Things behind, you use the space bar. That's it. Space bar is to delete things in backspace. Backspace is to delete things behind, and if you use the delete key, is to delete things in front of the cursor. For example, okay, I want to delete letter S now. I have to use by the backspace. If I want to delete, if I'm here, I want to delete letter L, I will use by the delete key. That's it. So to go to the next line, you press enter. To move forward, you press the space bar. Next line, enter. Write capital letters. Press the shift key in combination with any letter you want to type. This, okay. Or just at once press the cap lock. It will just take you to capital letters. Okay. So now we have learned how to copy. We have learned how to paste. Okay, backspace now. Shift and we press to type this 8 to type this forwards. Okay, that's it. Enter. So one more time we can copy and paste. Copy. Go here and paste. Paste it here. Save it. Save. Now when you save that, two things that are very important: the name of the file and the location where you are saving. What folder, what drive. So first, let's give the name first. We call this name my first program. Okay, so this save as means you want to give the tells you to select the extension. So by default, it's already know that this is a text file, so the extension will be text. Okay, but you can change it here. You can change it here. I know that all files you can change it here, but you must know what you are doing. So this will always give you by the default extension. Okay, so no need to add any extension here. Okay, give you the default extension. So it says next one is to choose your location. So This the drive is by default. It said we can save this thing in the document root. Okay, but we can still change it to anything else like drive E or drive D. Is it here? So let's just go and back to our document root document and save it there. Call it my first program, and the extension is this txt. It's a text file. So let's click on save. And this the if you look up here, this is the name of the file. We get first program dot text txt. So that's the text, that's the file we have saved. So that's how to save a file. Generally, you see work the same thing in Word, in Microsoft PowerPoint, and the like. So as I said before, the location is very important. You have to choose a location because you have to know where your files are. Else next time you want to open the file, you won't know. So it's very important to know the name and the location. That's why File Explorer is good, to know about File Explorer. So what is your File Explorer now? This is your file. You just type here File Explorer. This will okay. This will come up. So your File Explorer is just the arrangement of your drives and your folders in the computer. How are they arranged? So first of all, we have here is like the recently created or no recently open folders here, and below here is the recently open files, and on the left hand side we have your files and folders and recently open files and folders. No, recently open files folders, sorry. So now if you scroll down, we are going to have your default. Here you have your default drives. You can also create drives here. For example, you have volume, new volume E, drive E, new volume D, drive D, local drive C. That's it. And this is a video folder. This is all the folder I created by myself. I created myself. So these are all folders. So this is what we call the File Explorer. Okay. So you want to, you can from here you can go to any place you want to go. You want to go to my computer, you can go to desktop. This is your desktop. You can go anywhere you want to go. So let's see the next thing we should know. Okay, that's it. So this is for especially for Windows 10. But Windows 7 and 8 will have almost the same thing. So next we have we have seen this already. Double click on any of these. We will go, we take out, you open it. Okay. So if you want to go to this one, that's your download folder is where when you download things from the internet, you come here and place and you see it there. Okay, so this means that these are things I have downloaded before. Excuse me. So if you double click here once, you open this one. Click here once, you open this one. The D drive, and you open this. Click here, you open this one. So that's it. Excuse me. Now let's look at the difference between save and save as. It's very important to know the difference. For example, we have already saved this document. Okay, let's say I want to build up this document. Okay, but I want to keep this first one untouched, but I want to modify or I want to build a second document from this first one. So I'm going to use save as because I don't want this one to be touched. So for example, I say here, okay, I can click here. Okay, I can write a second part of this text. This text is an updated text. Now, okay, now I will use save as. Okay, so I will remove the extension. Then I'll say updated, edited. I say save. Normally, you have to take a look at the location. This we have been saving. You are saving it at the document root. You can still change it. We are giving it the name of my first program, edited, and the extension will just come by default, which will be .txt. You can still change the extension. Be careful when you change the extension. Extension will be a different file altogether. So we just save it like this. Click save, and that's it. That's a file. You have created a new file from the old file. while the old file remains intact. So that's the difference between save and save as. The old file remains untouched, while you have built up, you have created a new file from the old file. So, so take note of that. So sometimes we use a template. When you have a template, you want to build up on something on the template, you have to use save as, because you have to present the template untouched, but you add some things on the template, so we give it a new name. That's when we use save as. Good. So what do we have next? We have talked about files and folders. Okay, let's talk about files and folders. This one up are called the folders, and this one down are called files. And we have, for example, you can see doc files, which is a Word document. Excel file is an Excel document, and so on and so forth. So, what is a file? So a file is a block of data stored on a computer, having a name and occupying the space in the computer. That's all. So the name of the file will comes in two parts. We have the prefix and followed by a dot and a suffix. So now the prefix is the name of the file. For example, we have seen like my first program, that's the name of the file. Dot, the suffix is what? txt. So there are two parts. There are many types of files. We identify a file by its extension. That's very important. For example, a hello.txt file has an extension of txt, and it's a text file. We call it a text file. Hello.doc or hello.docs with x has extension of doc or doc with x, and it's a Word file. Hello.pptx has extension of pptx and is a PowerPoint file. So from the extension, we know, and that's how the computer also recognizes the file. The computer recognizes the file by its extension. Okay, so the extension tells us much about the file. Next, we are going to see about a file. Is we say a file occupies a specific location and a space in the computer. So the space is occupied is called its size. So the size of a file is measured in what? In bytes. So we say 1 byte, 1024 bytes will give us 1 kilobyte, and 1024 kilobytes will give us 1 megabyte. 1024 megabytes will give us 1 gigabyte, and so on and so forth. So that's it about size of files. Now, what is a folder? We say a folder is a container to put other files or programs or folders in it. So when we create a folder, we can put other programs, other files in it. So how to create a folder? We can close our Notepad, click on the Start menu, click on Computer or Document on the right. The window will appear. You will see the local disk, and we choose where to create a file folder. For example, so if I click on File Explorer here, I go to File Explorer, I see all these ones. So I can choose where to create my folder. So if I want to create my folder here, so I can come here first. I can come to Home. You see here, or you see New Folder. Click on New Folder. So this here, it asks for a name. So it says, okay, I can give it this. Okay, see my new folder. I press enter. Good. Or I can still do this. I can go here and right click to bring up this menu, and when it bring up, I will look for new. If I see new, I go to put my cursor on new, and I will go straight and go until I reach on folder. If I reach on folder, I will click on folder, and it tells me I need a name. So I just give a name, my second new folder. Click on enter. That's it. So we have created two folders, my new folder and my second new folder. So that's it, how to create a folder. The name and the location is important because you need to know where is it in case you want to look for it. So next one is that's it. We have that's it. And where do you want to create a folder? Okay, just give it a name. You have seen this already. Okay, all this we have seen. Okay, open a file. Open a file. Start with how to open a file. For example, if we have, let's say we close this one already. Now start again. Notepad to open a file. For example, we can go here and say look for open. Now, so now we can use, let's say there are too many files. We can just type the name here. So we said my first program. Good. My first. Let's see there. You have it there. My first program. Do we have it there? My You have to come here. Okay, let me see. Yes, my first program. Come on. My first program. You can click here. Okay, this one come up. So this one we created first. Edited. This is the first one we created. So you can click here now. Now we can double click. We have opened the one we have just created, right? So this is how to open a file. Or we can just go directly to the close it. How many files do we open? Means you open many files. We can just go directly File Explorer, and we go to Document. It was in Document, and just go to the name. Look for the name of the file. This is it, and just double click. Double clicking this one of the file. Okay, second part of this text is update. So that's it. How to open a file. Okay, open a file in Notepad. So we have seen it already. So there are two ways, or you can go. So practice. So copy, save documents. So we have copied. Now this is the first. We can copy like this. We can copy a text. Copy, Control C, and we can paste it down here. Good. This is the pasted document. Okay, now we can save the changes, or we can create a new file from this one. Let's just save these changes. Now we can close it. We can also copy a text. We can copy a whole file. We can copy this one and this one. So you can say click here and press on Shift and copy the two. Select the two, excuse me, and now press right mouse and we choose copy or cut. If you want to remove it from this space, you can use cut. Now let's go to our folder we created. Our folders, we created a folder called my new folder. Where is it? Called my new folder. Where are the folders we created? Is it okay? We created it in drive E, right? In E, my new folder. This is it. This is one of them. Good. So now we go we right click and we say paste. It's good. So we have removed, or we have moved our files from that location of document to a new location called my new folder. So that's it. So we can also copy a whole file. We also copy a whole program, or we can copy just a text. So that's copying and pasting. Save the document. Save the document with a different name. Save as we have done it before, and play the solitaire. This game is a very famous game and old game. Solitaire. So we click here. If you want to play cards, you can choose one of these. Microsoft virtual games. So we can choose one of these. Play one of these games. It looks interesting, right? So there's no time. So we can close it. So that's it. So what do we have next? Turning off your computer. We can close all programs first. To turn off your computer, you need to close all your programs first. You go to the start menu, and we are going to see choose one of these. Shut down. Restart. So I'm not going to restart my computer, or no. Am I going to shut down my computer? Else everything will go off. So that's it, guys. That's it for now. So sharing is caring, I hope you have learned some valuable material. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to press the like button and share as well. You may also consider subscribing as well to this channel. I'm Tago Armstrong and you have been watching Tago Media Production. I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thank you and goodbye. Ciao.